Hey everybody, this is Kate Purvis and I want to share just a quick tutorial on your grade center, specifically the weighted columns. So if you use weighted columns, this is going to be very important to you. The first thing I want to show you is that it all starts with whatever you have on your syllabus. So this syllabus shows that the students will receive grades in 5 different categories: discussions, assignments, tests, quizzes, and a final project. And you see the percentages there. So these are the 5 categories of items that they'll be graded on. So your grade center is going to need to match that. So if we go to your grade center and then go to full grade center, each of these items in your grade center needs to be correctly categorized based on the syllabus. So you'll see this first item is the syllabus review, and if you look just above the gray line or the gray bar, you'll see that this item was worth 10 points and it's categorized as an assignment. Now the Chapter 1 quiz, if you look just above the gray bar again, you'll see it was worth 20 points, but it's actually categorized as a test. And if we go back to your syllabus, you'll see tests and quizzes are weighted differently. So that's going to be a problem. We're going to need to fix that. If we move to the test, you hover over it, that one is correctly categorized as a test. And this final project, if we look, it's actually categorized as an assignment. And remember, assignments are worth 15%, but the final project should be worth 50%. So if we don't categorize the items in your grade center correctly, the weighted total here will not calculate correctly. So let me show you how to fix that. The first thing you're going to do, and one quick way that you can check this, instead of having to hover over each item, is just to go to Manage and then Column Organization. And then you can see here what the category is. So for instance, if we were to look at the the Chapter 1 quiz, and we see that the category is a test and we want to change that to a quiz, well, Blackboard has certain categories already built in. So this is one way to do it. You can check that box here, and then we want to change category to, and quiz is not an option. So if that's not one of the options, let me show you what to do. We're going to cancel that, go to Manage Categories. And this is where you're going to set up the categories to match your syllabus. So we need discussions, and you can see that Blackboard is already, by default, offers discussions as a category. Assignments, it's already there. Tests is already there. Quizzes, there's no category set up in this course for quizzes, so we need to create a category. So you select Create Category, Quiz, and that's it. You really don't need a description, and then click Submit. It's as easy as that. So now Quiz, you can see, is an option. We can go back to our syllabus. What other categories will we need? Well, now we have the discussions, we have the assignments, we have tests, quizzes. We need a category identified as the final project. So I'm going to create another category. This one's going to be titled Final Project. No descriptions needed. Click Submit. So now we have all of the categories that are needed. So now when we go back to our grade center, and we go to our full grade center, if we were to want to, you can do it 2 ways. You can actually do it here. Click on the drop down. You can go to Edit Column Information. And so now this project, the final project, needs to be changed. The category needs to be changed from assignment to final project. And then click Submit. So you can do it from the drop down menu here, or you can go to Manage, Column Organization, and you can do it from this view. So for instance, this quiz is categorized as a test, but again, tests and quizzes are weighted differently, so we need to fix that. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to select Chapter 1 Quiz. I'm going to change that category to Quiz, and you'll see it changes it there. So there's different ways you can change the category directly from the column or from Manage Column Organization, whichever view is easier for you. So now to actually create a weighted total column, you could go, I've already created one here, you can see weighted total, but if I were to delete that column, and let's say we don't have a weighted total column yet, you just go to create calculated column, create weighted column. I'm just going to call it simply that, weighted total. And we really don't need any descriptions or anything. I'm just going to go over here and set up this to match my syllabus. So let's see here if we can kind of minimize this for just a second. I want discussions, so I'm going to find discussions. I'm going to select the title discussions, use my arrow here. And for my discussions, it should be worth 10%. So we're going to type in 10% here. And then the next thing on my syllabus was assignments. So I'm going to find assignments over here, select the arrow key, and I'm going to, for assignments, they were worth 15%. So we'll put the 15 here. The next category on my syllabus were tests, so I'm going to select test, use the arrow over, tests were worth 15%, and quizzes, here we go, there's the quiz, that was worth 10%. And then the last one, final project, was worth 50%. So you'll see down here at the bottom, total weight is 100%. If for some reason it doesn't equal 100, it's not going to let you submit. So it's going to make sure your math is correct. Hallelujah, my math is correct. 100%. I'm going to submit. And so now, when you grade, or when the assignments are automatically graded, or if you grade them, this weighted column, which, let me just fix that real quick. Whenever you create a new column, it usually goes to the bottom, and to reorder that, you just click and drag. Say I want that to be at the very top. I'm going to move it there, submit. So now I can see my weighted total should be accurate because each of these has been categorized correctly. That's it. I hope that was easy to follow. If you do have any questions, I'd be glad to work with you individually. And otherwise, I hope this was helpful. Have a great day and contact me if you need me. Thank you.